Welcome to Biz Wire. I'm Joseph Nordstrom in Beijing. Bilateral relations between China and the United States hit a new low this week after U.S. prosecutors indicted 5 Chinese generals over cyber-espionage, and China retaliated with actions of its own. But despite this, trade between the world's 2 largest economies continues to hit record highs. For decades, China has filled American stores with its export goods, but China is now a huge market for goods made in the USA. In 2013, the U.S. exported over $120 billion worth of goods to China, its 3rd largest export market after its neighbors, Canada and Mexico. It's the speed of this growth that's most remarkable. In the past 10 years, China has increased its purchases from America by over 250%. That easily makes China the fastest growing export market for the U.S. than any of its other trading partners. In the last decade, U.S. exports have done well, increasing by 108% to Mexico and 59% to Canada. But with its enormous population and rapidly growing incomes, China looks to continue to grow as a market for American-made goods and services. Over this 10-year period, though, the composition of Chinese imports has changed remarkably, especially in the last few years. Agricultural goods are still the largest category overall, but they are declining as China bars imports of genetically modified corn and buys soybeans from other countries. It's actually higher value goods that make up nearly all of the recent growth. It's the higher value goods like passenger vehicles and airplanes which finally overtook agricultural products to make up the largest share of U.S. exports products to China in 2013. Sales of aircraft, engines, and parts to China increased by roughly 50% compared to 2012, reaching $12.6 billion in 2013. Chinese bought $8.5 billion worth of U.S.-made cars last year. That's in addition to American cars made in China through joint ventures. President of the U.S.-China Business Council, John Frisby, says that last year, 32 different states exported more than $1 billion worth of manufactured products, chemicals, electronics, machinery, and agricultural goods to China. If the U.S. and China can put aside their political differences and focus on trade and investment, the populations would likely be much better off. Even with an increased U.S. military presence around China's borders and the many territorial disputes that threaten to stir up trouble, most people just want to get back to work. Instead of griping about the country across the Pacific, politicians seeking the limelight could instead point to the jobs created in their states and provinces. You're watching Biz Wire on the Blue Ocean Network, China's first and only privately owned English-language broadcast media. Our full episode can be seen on our website, BONTV/biz-wire. Let's turn now to Neil Jones for a quick look at a few stories that are buzzing through the markets.